Hey, has it ever happened to you that you wanted to play Splendor, but instead of looking at gems, you wanted to look at super kawaii pets? Well, fear no more. Now the problem is solved. When you feel like that, you can play super kawaii pets. Now the comparison with Splendor may be a little simplistic, but they're both open draft card games where you collect stuff, you form sets, and you use those to acquire better cards. Most importantly, the comparison with Splendor allowed me to play with my kids who are twins and teens right now, and with their friends that were visiting because they knew Splendor, and so we thought, hey, you guys want to play kind of Splendor? It works. So I'm just telling you that can be a trick to convince people to play the game with you. We have three kinds of cards here. We have the super kawaii pets themselves. So these cards are double-sided. On one side, they represent the pet being angry and or sad. On the other side, the pet is happy, and the card also becomes horizontal when you do that, when you flip it. But the pets enter the game sad and or angry. You shuffle the deck with the sad side up, and then you place two cards on the table, and so with the one on top of the deck, there are three to choose from. Then we have a deck of support cards that come in three flavors. You have the healthcare, the food, and the love, and that's all that you have in this deck here. And then we have locations such as boxes or dog pens and things like that where the animals like to go. Also, you have three and a half kinds of pets in the deck. We have the rodents, we have the cats, we have the dogs. You see the symbols, and then we have the wild ones. They just could go anywhere. Gameplay is simplicity itself. Players will take turns, and when it is your turn, you will draw two cards. You will take two cards. And so any combination, they can be both pets, both support cards, or any combination. I decide, for example, to take these two cards, and that's it for now. You take two cards. Then you can play cards in front of you, any number of cards in any combination and order. You can play a pet in front of you, and so you play the pet with the angry, sad side up. If there is a symbol here in the top left corner, you get a bonus. For example, here we get to draw a dog, but there are no dogs available. The rules are not super clear on this point, or maybe I missed something, but we played it that you get the reward there if it isn't that visible at the time that you played. Oh, look, there was a dog. I didn't see correctly. So I'm going to draw a dog there. I can also play support cards, and what you see here in the top right corner of the angry side of the pets is what they need to be happy. This cat was just a little bit hungry, so I play the cat first. I get the bonus card. I play this one, and now the cat is happy, and so I turn it that way. And the support cards that I played are discarded. I could even play this one here, but again, to understand the rules, then I wouldn't get the bonus if I do that. At the end of a player's turn, you replenish the offer. The next player goes, and say the next player wants to take these two cards, and they immediately play this dog and then the support card that is needed to make the dog happy, and we continue like this. Now remember these locations here have requirements. When you have the required amount of pets during your turn, of happy pets, during your turn, you can acquire one of these. For example, this is the end of my turn. This is my situation here. I see that this card is available among the locations. I say, okay, I'm going to take that card. I'm going to place them like this as a set so that I know I cannot use those pets to acquire more locations. As I take it, I also gain the bonus here. That would be to gain a health card. And then I replenish the location. So as the game continues, players will acquire pets and or support cards. They will play angry, sad animals that will become happier over time. Oh, the wild pets, they can be used to acquire any kind of location. And so that's the idea. You will get happy, you get animals, make them happy, use those to collect location cards until a player has 10 horizontal cards in front of them. And that means any combination of happy pets and locations. That triggers the end of the game. And when that happens, you score points, and the points come from the happy pets and the locations that you have acquired. Not all pets give you points, though. I learned that the hard way, losing the game because of I had several of those. Highest score wins the game. Now you also have a variant in which you take a solo variant to play solo, in which you take 9 resource cards and you take 3 of each kind, so that you're removing cards evenly from the deck, and use that 9 card deck as a timer. So you play your turn as normal, then you discard a card to indicate you spent a turn, and you just play until the turn deck is exhausted, and then you check your score and you see how you did. And so this is how you play Super Kawaii Pets. Well, the game is definitely super kawaii, both the art, of course, that stands out, and gameplay, meaning it's cute. There's a certain cuteness to it. It is Splendor simplified? No, you can't simplify Splendor, but it's pretty much like a smaller, more portable, and more cute version of Splendor, because the general engine is very similar. There is less strategy, it's also less stressful because of that, so it's more relaxing. But the general flow of collecting cards in order to then getting better cards, in order to get even better cards, it's definitely there. But the simplicity of the system that you can teach to non-players, to young players in a couple of minutes, is definitely a selling point. So it's a filler version of Splendor without the depth, but also without the headaches. And it's also very portable and cute. There isn't a lot else to say other than I found it enjoyable. I was happy that I was able to sell it to a group of young players because of the connection with Splendor. But it's cute, it's simple, it's nice. I can't think of a negative thing about the gameplay or how darn cute the animals look. Again, I'm talking about a filler, so if you play 2 players, probably it'll be done in, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. We play with 4, and so that was more like 20 minutes. But still, for such a nice little filler, this is a good product. A couple of things, though, about the production. The box is strangely a little flimsier than we're used to when talking about game boxes for hobby games these days. And the support cards, those for health, love, and the other one in food, they're nice, but there aren't a lot of them. So that when you play with 4 players, you're gonna reshuffle the discard pile into the draw deck a couple of times already per play. That means that you may want to sleeve the cards, at least those, to prevent wear, because that is one component that will wear out fairly soon. I will not do that because I don't like to play with sleeved cards, and so I'll just play and see those cards being gradually destroyed, and that's how it's gonna be. But at least as I play, I enjoy gameplay. Playing with plastic cards, not my thing. But Super Kawaii Pets is very nice, it's very light, it's super simple. It is a filler version of Splendor, or a filler game based on a very simple linear implementation of open card drafting. And it works for what it is, for a filler. It's a nice one.